mason jar of coffee.
Hi, Happy New Year. I just want to have a little update for y'all. It's about shipping, the new content that's currently available and in the works, plans for the future, and what the heck I've been up to for the past month. First, before we get started, I just want to say thank you to everybody that offered and paid extra for shipping. I was really not looking forward to being broke all the way through December, and you saved my ass. You helped get the first few batches of MIDI Goblins out the door, and really got things off the ground. It pretty much saved the whole project, so thank you so much. Also, regarding shipping, I'm still prioritizing the US and Canada shipments first before I get around to the international shipping orders. This is because apparently the US is considering imposing 25% tariffs on all imports from Canada. I don't want to get political here, but those are self-imposed tariffs. It's not the exporter who pays the duties, it's the importer. So you'll be paying more for stuff that comes from Canada, including the stuff that you don't make locally. We stormed the beaches of Normandy together. We followed you to Afghanistan, and we gave you our literal blood after 9/11. But anyways, I'm not some political commentary guy. I'm shipping your orders first to save you some money. There's about 236 pre-orders for MIDI Goblin. Thanks to your guys' help, I'm actually quickly approaching the halfway point of having them all created and shipped out to you. It's a lot of work that has to be done. There's about 17,000 solder points that have to be done by hand in order to reach that 236 goal. So, bear with me here. I'm working my ass off, but things are getting done. As for the new content, there's actually already some new content up on MIDIGoblin.com. I've written a patch tutorial for synthesizers that use MIDI in and out connections. I've also uploaded a brief overview of the MIDI Goblin's hardware and the schematics for MIDI Goblin, and the MIDI Goblin firmware is uploaded on github.com. So using all that info, you could actually make your own MIDI Goblin. I think technically that makes this an open hardware project now, although I didn't upload the Gerbers for the MIDI Goblin. I'm kind of saving those for myself for the time being. But there's some people out there that were suggesting, like, they're floating the idea of making their own Euro rack version of MIDI Goblin. I say go for it. Try to make some money off it. Anybody making more fun stuff out there is always a good thing, so you don't have to give me shit. Just go ahead and do it. As for content that's in the works, there's lots of tutorials that have to be written, videos that have to be made that are tutorials as well. The MIDI Goblin code has to be updated. I'm making a Mac-compatible version of the MIDI Goblin Wizard. Adding NRPN to the controller app as well. Of course, I would have loved to have had all this done already, but December was a crazy busy month. Aside from working on MIDI Goblin, I ended up working 29 days straight. I've been working at Dollarama, and I've also picked up another job as a bar back at a bar. So it's been nuts. There's been some days where I wake up at 8 and don't stop working until 4 a.m. Not fun. Didn't get any holidays. I think I took 2 days off. But I'm not nearly as broke as I was on December the 1st, so that's good. I really wanted to have those video tutorials done, but I just did not have the energy to make the tutorials after doing the other work. I was exhausted all month long. Thankfully, Dollarama, they've cut my hours for January, and it's also the worst month for bars, so I'm gonna have a bit more spare time on my hands. But I'm also gonna have less money, so that kind of sucks. So I got this idea. Maybe I should start like a Patreon. Now, it wouldn't be for the MIDI Goblin stuff. That's all kind of, included in the funds I raised for MIDI Goblin. So those tutorials and the written stuff and, the firmware, that's all free. But I am sending out hundreds of these little ESP32 devices, and I was thinking maybe I could make some little programming tutorials for beginners that want to start on their own little MIDI projects. MIDI Goblin could be a really useful device for people that want to start on MIDI projects but hate breadboarding, so it could be useful there. And also the tutorials would be applicable for people that are just getting into programming using Arduino and have an ESP32 on hand. I haven't really committed to this idea yet, but I think it might be fun. It would also give me some financial incentive to, keep involved with MIDI Goblin even more. I've also got a few other ideas for down the road too. I'm thinking about maybe like having MIDI Goblin be a patch librarian for SysX devices as well, although I already can see how it would work and it would be a pretty big undertaking. There's also some unused I/O on the MIDI Goblin's board. I could probably find some sort of sound module to add to MIDI Goblin to maybe turn MIDI Goblin into a synthesizer down the road. But for now, I'm just working on making the tutorial videos and getting those orders out to you guys. But with that being said, 2025 is going to be sick. I'm really excited. I just want to say thank you again to everybody that, pitched in a little extra for the shipping. It really saved my ass. Yeah, you guys are the best. And with that, I'm off to go feed the cats.